Well, good morning from Outdoors for Adventure. So, one thing about these pop-ups that I don't like is the water drain for the sink comes out right here into a water hose, and then I drain it into one of those caddies. And you have to store that caddy on this side of the camper unless you want to try running water through a water hose, and then you got slow drain issues. So I rigged up some PVC pipe with a breather, so it just runs straight down into that caddy. And I don't even like that. I don't want it on this side of the camper. I'd like that caddy to go underneath the back bunk or underneath the back of the camper. And on top of that, it would be nice if I could hook our water up to the sewer when we have a campsite with sewer. So I had printed this on my 3D printer, and I can actually use that to hook the water hose up to the sewer with the sewer connections. But what I want to do is drain that sink straight out the bottom of the camper and then to the back and have my connection on the back of the camper. And then I could drain into the caddy, or I could hook up on the back of the camper and drain it into the sewer. I never have liked the way they did these, and that doesn't come through the floor. That's just laying underneath the sink. So I might have to pop it up, get in there and see how they have it hooked up. And I will require putting a hole in the floor, but I'll cut it as close to the pipe size I use to still to be determined. And then I'll caulk it real good so nothing can get up in there. Talking about something getting up in there, I did notice when I was moving my camper, underneath this winch plate is a cover plate on the bottom, or the winch motor. And see if you can see it, something has built a nest up in there. So I gotta clean that out. I don't see nothing in there. Not sure what it was, probably a rat or something. But anyway, we'll clean that out. But for now, I'm going to, I was going to put my jacks down because I'm level now. I need to put my wheel chocks in. But I was going to use that wood, and I almost forgot. Bunker Indust sent me some leveling blocks. So I'm going to pull them leveling blocks out, and we're going to use those instead. They're going to look a lot nicer. So these are the Bunker leveling blocks. That Bunker Indust sent me. They also, the same company that sent me the Fiery Red brand toe strap. These stack like Lego blocks, and I'm just going to use a couple per jack instead of that old heavy piece of wood. It'll be for the rear. Other side of the front, and I got 2 left over, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 underneath the front and 2 underneath the rear. Got a little dirt in my bag. I'm gonna throw this back in the back of the Jeep. Now I do have a bit that goes in the end of my drill, but my battery is low right now, so we're going to do it the manual way. It don't take that long. I'm not going to record all of them. I just wanted to give a shout out to Bunker Indust for sending me these blocks. This just needs a little bit of tension on it to keep the camper from shaking. I'll go to the other end and use these blocks, but y'all get the gist. Okay guys, so I pulled this out of the where they had it, and on this particular pop-up quite a while back, the sides of the walls here came loose from the frame. all the way down. So I had to take it back in, and they had to reattach the walls, which means they had to pull everything apart to do it. They had to order new stuff and recaulk everything. They had to take these off. And if you look at this, this is broke, chipped. This is all smashed and broke. Luckily, when I redo this the way I want to, I'm going to put this hose down through the floor into a bigger pipe, and then the pipe is going to run all the way to the back. But I'm going to make a cover plate to completely block and seal this off, and I won't use this anymore. But yeah, man, you know, that's been over tightened, and basically all them screws need to do was hold that up there, and the sealer would do the rest. And there wasn't even any sealer behind it. It was all just, well, I guess there is some. Okay, so they did do that right. But so far, the repair work that they've done, I'm not all that impressed with. But this seems to be solid now, and I don't think we'll have no more issue with that. At least I hope not. And if we do, I'm gonna fix it myself, because I think I have a idea that would prevent that from ever happening again. But anyway, for now, I got to get this fitting out of this hose so I can measure everything, and then I'm going to put a hole through the floor just big enough for probably a fitting to go through where this can connect to it, and we'll go from there. So I'm 3D printing my adapter to be able to fit up to the Camco hose for the Camco tank, or if you're going to hook up to sewer at the campsite. This part down here is where the Camco fitting will twist on, and then I'm making this top part here where my 1-inch pipe will slide in, and I'll glue it on. It's been printing for quite a while. Still got 57 minutes left on it. This part is going to fit underneath my back bumper on the Popup. And then over here in the dark, there's some light. This is the plug I'm printing to go in the hole in the side of the camper where I removed their attachment to the water hose to hook up. We're no longer going to need that, and I'll paint it black. Of course, it blends in with the diamond plate that's on the side of the camper. Put some black RTV on it real heavy, shove that in the hole, and that should seal that. So that's advantage of having a 3D printer. I can get parts exactly like I want. And I think on these Camco fittings, it's normally like a 3-inch hole that joins to it. So I'm making one that's for the inch, and it's got a little lip inside that'll fit up against, so it should have a good seal. And I'm going to paint them and then clear them real heavy. That'll help protect them from the sun and leaks, so it'll be good to go. Okay guys, back to the camper. I've already told you that one of my pet peeves about these pop-ups is that they drain the sink out the side, and then you hook a water hose and run it to either your Camco tank or the sewer. And unless you have a special fitting for your sewer site, you're not going to get a water hose in there, which they do make an adapter for water hose fitting. But what I did is I took out the adapter that you screw your water hose to right here, and all that is on the inside. I think it's a 3/4 inch nipple with a flange that you can use to bolt to the side of the camper, and then your water hose fitting. So I went inside, I got underneath the sink. There was just a hole big enough for my arm to get in to take the hose clamp off. I pulled the sink drain hose off of that nipple, and I removed the coupling here, or whatever you want to call it, adapter, and I 3D printed a plug to plug the hole. And I didn't do a real good job with my rubber or RTV sealant. I sealed that off so no water can get in there, but it works and it don't look bad. But anyway, that's plugged. And then I took that fitting that they had there. So this black here is the fitting that came off of the camper. I drilled a hole big enough to get that fitting. It's a little bit over 3/4 inch up through, let's just say an inch, okay? And it went up through the floor. Made sure I wasn't going to drill in anything when I cut the hole. And then I shoved this piece up through the hole after I RTV'd it real good to seal it. Put the 2 screws in to hold it into the wood. I climbed back in the camper and I slid the hose and the hose clamp, and I even used a little bit of RTV, but I slid it back over that nipple, tightened it up, and made sure that everything was sealed good. And then I went to the hardware store and I bought an adapter to screw onto the water hose fitting. And then this is a slide fit here for this T 3/4 inch PVC, and then more 3/4 inch PVC. And I already actually had this done for some other project, but I adapted this to use the cap that they come from the factory to close off this hole here. I added a rubber cap to it, so it didn't have one, and I put that there because this comes down 3/4 inch into a 90-degree elbow, and I had to work around the stuff hanging down on the camper. So I went in front of this jack. There's my drains above it, and that I left that there in case it's for a breather. I had I may put a one-way valve on it. It actually works just like that, but I want to make sure that when I'm hooked up to the sewer, no sewer smells come up through it, and I actually don't think it will. But I left that sticking up, so if I need to put I can cap it off, or I can put a one-way air valve or something like that up there. But I do think having that air to where it drains helps it drain really fast. So once I come past this, looks like I got a little bit of a leak there, but it's no big deal because it's just sink water, very small leak. But I went from 3/4 inch to 1 inch, which the OD of that pipe there would be 2 inch. Then, as you can see with the 1 inch PVC, I ran along the bottom of the camper. I'm gonna get some better ties. This is just to hold it up when I was putting it all in. But I attached it to the bracket that holds the water tank up. Now I can pull out one of them screws up there on that bracket and run a cable tie down and back up to it if I want to go better than a zip tie. I attached that one to the bottom of the floor. And then it runs behind the tank, and you'll see there's another zip tie. And then I attached it up to the bracket in the back, and we'll move back there and I'll show you what I got back there. So you can see I've got the waste tank hooked up to the camper right now. Now when using this, the way that I have it is this is a little bit lower than the tank, so it'd actually make a trap. I don't know if it would fully fill with water. I'm assuming it will. And that would make a trap so no fumes would go back up in the camper. Now, right here is the block or the fitting that I 3D printed to be able to hook the hose up to. And then into the 90, I have a metal bracket that I screwed into the pulley system bracket, and on this particular piece here, if you have a 1910 ESP, you're not going to have that angle bracket that's up there. And what happened is this thing somehow this bent in, so I had to pull this back, and I added that bracket, and then I added some angle iron up inside, so that's not going to bend anymore. And what it did when it bent is it made the top go up higher than the front, I believe. But you have an adjustment here, and that is the front to back adjustment. Okay, but anyway, so I fixed that. We don't have no problem with that bending. But I attached this metal bracket to that bracket that was already there, just screwed it in and bent it around the pipe, and it ain't going nowhere. It might wiggle a little bit, but it ain't going nowhere. And then, as I said, I just zip tied it up for now, and I'll do the same. I'll get my metal hanger and I'll screw it into that top support and come down around the pipe and use metal hangers on it. But it's just holding that PVC pipe, and it's no really big deal. You just don't want those where I'm going through the frame up there, sharp edges, and I think with the wiggling eventually it would cut those zip ties.